There we go. Nice and dark. Nice and dark because it's freaking early. We're kind of cheating because we're on Ohio time. So even though it's 5:38, this is supposed to feel like 8:38. But we've been here for 5 days, and now we're on California time. So when we go back to Ohio, anytime you travel east, you get a little bit boned because you basically lose time. Now when you fly west, you gain time, and it's nice. You know, when we first got here, I'm waking up at 4 o'clock. I'm like, holy crap, I'm up. But I'll get back into my routine once we're back home. But I either had legs or chest today, and I'll be real with you. This is one of those moments where the bro logic takes over. Doing a little delegation with Mark at the same time, and what was our conclusion?
No leg day for you.
What do you mean I'm like saying this shit because we're both saying the same stuff. You're saying it's just me. All right. Well, today I'm swapping my leg day with my chest day. So I had it scheduled to do chest tomorrow and legs today, but I'm going to flip them. Half because sitting on a flight right after hitting legs kind of sucks, and also half because I want to hit chest and golds, and I'll just hit legs back at home. That sort of deal, you know. And that's at least a step above the leg day skipper. Actually, that's a few steps above the leg day skipper. I know a lot of guys, well, I guess I can't pinpoint a lot of guys like that, but I know there's a lot of guys like that, where it's legs, and then it just doesn't even happen, you know. So, no. But I'm getting real excited. I'm getting real excited for later into the year once I start grubbing, because when I'm full of carbs, you just get freaking strong. And right now I've been like I've been pretty deep into a deficit for like a long time. I had the full bodybuilding prep. I had about a month where I just ate a bunch of crap, and then I started noticing I was putting on fat way too quick. So I go back to the lean summer like I was actually originally planning. So my baseline of like feeling in the gym is low on carbs, depleted, which I don't feel bad. Like I'm hitting these lifts and I'm feeling pretty freaking good. But come just a few weeks, once I start grubbing, once I start getting some more food in my system. I mean, I just had that big cheat day down in Florida when I flew down and then hit arms once we got there. And over the course of those 2 flights and walk around gas stations and crap, you know, I had 1,000 grams of carbs worth of sweets because I just made it like a freaking refeed. And when I hit arms that night, I legitimately felt like I was going to give myself stretch marks in the upper right quadrant of my biceps. So all that's to say is I'm excited to get bulking again, but give it some time. You got to ease into it. You know, you can't. You put too much food on the fire, you're gonna smother it. So I got to just tend to it and add logs gradually. So that's me upping my carbs 25 a day for a week, and then another 25, and then another 25, instead of my typical approach, which is, all right, I'm bulking, pre-workout meal, you know, crazy amount of cream of rice, frozen blueberries, brown sugar, maple syrup, whatever, which that is probably what's going to happen. That's not the problem. The real problem is, all right, post-workout, caniac. Can I get 3 extra tenders with that? Can I get 3 extra breads with that? Can I get 3 extra sauces with that? Actually, you know what? Screw all that. Give me 5 extra of everything. And then go straight into a carb coma. That was more of a college dorm bulk approach. But I won't deny this. If you can't grow, sometimes that's the shit that you got to do. But I can grow. So I got to be a little more specific this time, because I want to get big, but I want to stay lean. And that's kind of an oxymoron, because you can't grow without gaining some fat. But you can at least try to mitigate the fat that you do gain by ramping your calories up more slowly. So, yeah, 543. Golds will never be dead. That's just not even a state of being. but I'm sure it won't be jumping too crazy. So we can get in and get out and get back to freaking Ohio. Get back home, get back to freaking business. So, let's get real. Let's start with a non-hand over hand press. But I do like starting with the cables. Maybe it's just because I'm dieted, but starting with something controllable and squeezable, at least when I'm flat, it primes me for whatever heavy shit I want to do next. And it doesn't take a million years to warm up for like a super heavy set like dumbbells would, you know? So I used to think only start with the craziest, heaviest shit possible, but now I appreciate a light squeezing set, or at least relatively light. Like this is light enough that I can squeeze it, is how I'd kind of put it. But you know, let's just start here, make our way around. I tell you something, I want this to be the pump of the trip. That's what I'm aiming for, which is just because it's the current pump. Right? I always want whatever I'm hitting in the moment to be the wildest ever. That's kind of a good way to look at it, I think. All right. Run that back. Alright, let's hit something a little different. There we go. So I'm gonna grab the 35s, swing them in front of my legs, and basically do a drag where I just try to squeeze the shit out of this upper quadrant of my chest. Ooh. Okay. That's good, but let's just do the one and move on. Grab a press or something. Yeah, let's bring it. Mark bringing it. I'm bringing it. Everybody bringing it. Come on. One more. That feels really good. Let's go out in the front. Totally forgot there's a bunch of squeezing, well, not squeezing, but a bunch of good machines in the front parking lot. This is a badass press. Heavy, but not like use your shoulders and your triceps heavy. Heavy like just a ton of force through your pecs, which is, if you're a total pro, every press will feel like that. But I still struggle. You know, sometimes I get a ton of triceps and some front delt activation. And I'm like, fuck, this ain't gonna work. I'm trying to hit chest, not a full-on push day. So let's pick a, yeah, that'll do me good. All right, come on. All right. Okay. All right. Yeah. All right, actually, I think let's go fucking finish on the cables from the beginning. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Oh. Oi. Now we're done. There we go. Yeah, perfectly in focused. And I'll tell you this, I'm feeling perfectly freaking pumped. But it's a no-brainer. That's obvious. That's I mean, hell, it would suck to come into Gold's and not finish the lift pumped. But yeah, I swapped that dirty shirt for the hoodie, and I like the hoodie. I haven't sweat for a lift for a little while, so that actually felt pretty good. And the pump reveal is just even crazier. Yeah, that's a good spot right there. Yo. All right. Let me hit a few more, and then we can actually kind of discuss a little. I'm just feeling great, but we're in a little bit of a rush, because we got to get back to the. Holy crap! I don't think you can tell on camera, but I'm covered in hoodie scuzz. Oh my god. Well, we got to make our flight, but I'm glad that we went for an early morning lift just as a finisher and didn't just say, let's sleep in. So me and Mark are out. California, here we go. Ohio, here we come.